record to this computer. Okay, now we're recording. Perfect. All right, welcome to our April stylist training. My name is Trisha Reynolds. I know everyone that's on this call, but we do record it and share it with those who couldn't make it. So if you don't know me, I'm Trisha. I'm a senior director here in the Salt Lake area. And this is our regional training that's normally held in person, but because we're doing it virtually right now, we're opening it up to all stylists who want to attend. So we have Mindy here who is from Boston today, and Farah who's from Utah, so near and far. Today's topic training is about follow-up, and there's a few other little news and announcements in here. So we'll start with a fun announcement. With our Color Street Foundation, in May of 2021, we will be honoring brain cancer and brain tumor awareness. So we'll have a new shade coming out probably Tuesday or Wednesday to celebrate that. We already knew about that one. This July 2021 is a new announcement that we had no idea about. So that's exciting that we'll be celebrating mental health awareness in July. And then in our conference for July, we will be announcing the whole upcoming year's worth of trainings. So we'll have a whole year's worth of calendar foundation causes to know about. We always talk about our earnings statement. This is just an important disclaimer to know that senior directors and above earn annual income achieved by fewer than 1% of stylists. Their earnings are extraordinary and not typical. As with most opportunities, you can find exceptional individuals performing well above the average, while others perform below average or perhaps make no money at all. The earnings of each stylist are based solely on successful sale of products to consumers in accordance with our comp plan. Stylists will incur expenses in their operating their business, such as their business kit, their monthly website fee, annual renewal fee, which we don't have. So I don't know why that's in here. I think it's just a standard statement. With Color Street, you have the opportunity to earn income, but it does take hard work to make substantial income in this business, and your success depends largely on your personal commitment, your hard work, your business skills, and the market conditions. Any particular stylist income is not representative of all results, and Color Street does not guarantee any income or rank success. The weighted average annual income by stylists for all ranks across the company was $25.88. And for more information, you can see our income disclosure. So that's just a statement that we're hearing more and more of because it protects us from making it seem like everyone's going to make the same amount of money as somebody else. And so it's just an important note to share that with others when you're sharing about the business opportunity, direct them to the income disclosure agreement. Yeah. Other questions about that? It's kind of long. Okay, recognition. New stylists in the past 30 days. Farah, you're new in the past 30 days. Welcome. Mindy, you're barely not in the past 30 days. I think you're at like what, 35, 40, something like that. But we had 13 new stylists join just my downline in March, which was so exciting. I think I'll be starting a new stylist chat just to have like a little private conversation with those of you who are new and are working on launch parties and have questions about getting things set up. And Mindy, if you want me to add you to that, I'm happy to, so just let me know. Sales recognition. We have our Jumpstart program. This is a sales incentive program for all new stylists to hit certain thresholds in their first 35, 65, and 95 days. And as you hit those, you earn free product credit that you can use on full-size nail sets, extra twosies, Farah, catalogs, whatever business supplies you need. So Mindy actually already hit all 3 of her Jumpstart goals, and she's barely past the 35-day mark. So super incredible, super fast. Just she's out there running. No. Farah, if you need some tips on Jumpstart, Mindy's your girl. She will tell you how she did it. Questions about Jumpstart? Farah, do you know about that program?
I didn't hear what you were gonna have me join, but I would be happy. Oops.
Okay.
I'd be happy to join anything you want or anything.
You're awesome. I love you. Okay, enrolling recognition. This is for the Jumpstart enrolling, and we didn't have anyone on our team hit these, but these, Farrah, like your first enrolling Jumpstart would be for you to enroll one stylist in your first 35 days. And if you do that, you earn $50 product credit.
Okay, I've been thinking about who I could ask to do that.
It's fun to have friends join with you right when you're new, and then you can kind of be partners. New promotions. We had a new senior stylist promotion on our team, Natalie Potter, and I need to do some shout outs for her in our team page. So watch for her face and shout her out with me later today. And we didn't have any of these other promotions this month. Circle of Excellence is a promotion. I'll just explain that, Farrah, because I know you're new and a lot of this is like, what? Circle of Excellence is a promo that we have where each month, if you enroll 2 new people and you sell $1,000, you get a cash bonus, a cash incentive for doing that. So Julie Graham on our team hit that promotion. Super proud of her. It's the first time she's hit it, so it's a really big deal. And then you can earn extra bonuses with that as your new stylist bonus qualify or BQ. So like if one of Julie's new stylists bonus qualify, she will get a $50 bonus for supporting them to start strong. And then Ready to Rank is another incentive that we have going on this year. And this is once you hit the rank of team leader or above and you start ranking up, they're doing cash bonuses for new ranks this year. Lots of ways to pad your income with little bonuses here and there. And then any stylist that BQ'd in February. So this is an important one for you guys to know about because it's one that you can both earn. We have this promotion. It started in February. So for those who were in the company before you guys, it was February, March, and April. Anyone who BQs all 3 of those months gets this really pretty bracelet. It's made out of real nail polish. It has one of our retired vintage shades, Northern Wonder, in the little jewel gem.
Did you say February, March, and April?
Yes, but if you
Okay.
joined in February, March, or April, you get your own 3-month period. So like, what you didn't BQ in February though, huh, Mindy? I need to.
Yeah, I did. I think I BQ'd in 24 hours.
Oh, I should have known better. Good job. Okay, so yours will be February, March, and April, and then Farrah, yours will be March, April, and May. So you already did March, and so just make sure you BQ in April and May, and then you'll get that bracelet for free too. I think it's cool that they made it available to those who joined like later in the promo, and so that's something you can share with new stylists that you guys enroll. They would have to do it in April, May, and June if they joined in April. Okay, let's move into training follow-up. Today we're going to talk about why it's important, the supports that Color Street offers you in your follow-up work, what you should do for follow-up, and some additional resources to study more on your own. So these are some really interesting statistics. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. I've been guilty of that regularly. 90% of sales are made, 80% of sales are made in the 5th to 12th contact. Go back. How did I do that? Where's previous slide? Stop. Well, that's annoying.
That's what I keep trying to tell myself, is to be patient, because I am feeling like I want things to happen a little bit faster, but
yeah, that does happen when you're new because you're so excited and you're just like, why isn't everyone else as excited as me? But patience is good. And it's just a reminder that you may follow up with someone the first time or the second time, and then you're like, oh, I feel pushy. I'm not going to follow up with them anymore. Obviously, they don't want what I have to offer. But that's not true. Like, think about the last time you learned about a new product and bought it. Like, you saw about it once and you're like, oh, that's cool. And then you saw it again and you're like, maybe I could use that. And then you probably saw it again and you were like, okay, I really should get that, but I don't have my credit card next to me, or I'm bathing my kid or whatever. And so you have to catch people in the right time, in the right place, in the right life circumstances just because they didn't respond to you or order or join or whatever the third time you talk to them. No doesn't mean no. It just means no right this exact minute because I'm busy, right? Thoughts about that? Are you guys surprised to see those?
I am listening,
You're
but
totally
I'm gonna
fine.
have to watch the replay through part of it because my
You're
son
good.
was
I know,
crying.
and you might have to hop off at some point, and that's totally fine. Okay, Color Street offers a lot of support for us in terms of doing follow-up. So we have our app has a follow-up system in it, and we're going to talk more about that. Color Street sends those emails to our customers, which is new. Those only started in the last month or so. And so the idea here is we know a lot of people are taking a break from social media, leaving social media. Younger generations aren't using Facebook, they're using other social medias. And so you want to have different touch points for your customers. You want to be reaching out to people not just through social posting, personal conversations with people over text or private messaging, email contacts. I love sending hard mail to people. When our new catalogs come out in spring and fall, I will go through my customer list and I will mail a hard copy to a couple hundred people, and just say, here's the new catalog. I hope you're having a great spring, whatever. That's another touch point. You know, seeing people out in person, which we're doing more of, those are touch points, having conversations about your business. You want to touch people in all those different methods and multiple times. And then the virtual office search function, this is really cool. I'm actually going to, I'm trying to decide if I should show it to you. I don't think I will show it to you right now, but I can help you guys with it outside of this if you want. But the idea here is when, let's say St. Patrick's Day nails came out, what you can do is use your order history in your VO and you can search for who ordered St. Patrick's Day nails from you last year. And then you can do a targeted, like, personal contact with that person. So instead of just like the bulk kind of spammy messages from Color Street, you directly email her and you're like, hey, Sarah, I know you loved last year's St. Patrick's Day nails. I just wanted to make sure you were the first to know. Our new St. Patrick's Day collection just came out. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. So that's,
You can search those people's names by
you can
order?
search by name and you can search by product number. So that's what I'm describing is you can search by, you need the SKU number, and I have all the SKU numbers of different products. So you can also do it for, like, let's say there's been a shade that's been out of stock for a while. You can search by who's ordered that shade in the past and be like, hey, I know you really loved this shade when you ordered it a couple months ago and it's back, and I just wanted you to be the first to know it's available again if you wanted to grab another set or something like that. That's a really good thing to do when we find out that shades are retiring, is find the people who've ordered those shades and say, hey, this shade is retiring. I want you to know this is the last chance you can get it. Can I grab some for you? You'll often get 4, 8, 12 strip orders of people's favorite shades before they retire.
How does that work? Do they just Venmo you what it would cost for the strip and shipping, and then you just buy it in your bulk order?
It just depends for me on the customer and how I normally do business with them. I try to get people to order from my website if at all possible, and I'll just say, here's my website link. Those are on there for you to order if you want to order. But I have some customers who just don't love to order on the website, or they kind of like the personal pampering of me ordering for them. So then, yeah, I'll often order things for people on the website. I especially do that on launch days because I know people are busy and they're worried like stuff's gonna sell out right at launch time. So I'm like, send me your order ahead of time. I will order it for you, but I'll do it on the website and direct ship it to them, and they'll just Venmo me.
So is it better to order a lot of strips at once?
Like for you to order a lot of strips at once?
Like a bulk order, do you get a better deal?
Not necessarily. The reason that people do bulk orders is to save on shipping. If you combine a lot of orders into one, it's still only $3 shipping. So that's really where you save. And then it's also just like this good customer service if you have people that live near you and they want to come if they don't want to pay the $3 shipping, I will combine it on my order and then I don't charge them shipping. So I offer free pickup from my house for nails anytime. And I just cover that $3 shipping for 10 people in that order or whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Once you sell over 600 in a month, Farah, you do start getting bonuses. So it's kind of like a discount in that you make a higher percentage commission off those. But that can be, it doesn't have to be like all in one order or anything. It can be multiple orders throughout the month, all totaling 600. Not everybody does those bulk orders, but it is a kind of a fun post, and I've seen a lot of stylists have success when they say, hey, I'm placing a bulk order on Sunday, can I grab anything for anyone? And sometimes it's like people have been meaning to order and they just haven't had 10 minutes to go online and do it, or like I was saying earlier, you don't have your wallet next to you, or you don't have whatever. If they can just send you a message or a comment right there and be like, oh yeah, I've been wanting to order these 4 shades, and you do it for them, they really like that. Just be careful on the shipping that you're not paying to get all the product shipped to you and then shipping it out to everyone and not recouping your shipping costs. Like shipping will eat you alive in this business. So you're going to want to get smart and efficient with like how you save money on shipping, and not shipping around more than you need to. Like try to minimize the shipping and send it straight to customers from Color Street and charge them the shipping, because I don't know, I see so many stylists cover the shipping all the time and I'm like, how are you making money?
So I have a question. I was just curious if people are like, I want them, but I don't want to put them on. Will you do my manicure for me? Would you do that or not?
I wouldn't, for 2 reasons. Number one, I'm not a nail tech. And so unless I have a license that says from the state of Utah that I'm allowed to do manicures, you just don't want to put yourself in that like liability of doing nails on people. Now, like if it was my mom or my daughter, of course, I'll do their nails, but like you'll start expanding your customer base to people that you don't know, and you don't want to make it look like you're a nail tech or a nail professional, because you're not, right? But the other reason is you don't want people to then go home and not know how to put the nails on. Like it's that whole teach a man to fish. Give a man a fish or teach a man to fish. You want to teach your customers how to do their own nails, so they're empowered to like love using this product at home, changing their nails regularly. If your business model is you're doing people's nails, then you're now selling like a service instead of a nail product, and you're gonna get the wrong customers coming to you.
Yeah, like I had my neighbor, she had seen my nails and got interested, and I applied a couple on her when she first got her. She just bought a whole Easter set based off of a picture I posted online, and I did like the first couple, and then she had to do some too to make sure she understood how to do it. Like that's okay, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like with the little 2-finger testers, I'll often help people do the first one and show them on themselves. With COVID, you have to like ask and use sanitizer and stuff. And then I'll make them do the second one. I'll be like, it's your turn to try. Like, I want you to see how easy it is.
And you have a really good video. I think I got it from you. I don't know. I'm assuming I did. That, yeah, I got it from you. You have a really good video that I just send out to everybody. Like when I message everybody about if they want a sample and they say yes, I'm like, okay, great. I just put it in the mail. Here's, when you get it, here's how to apply. If because there's no application directions on the sample. So
yeah, there is.
I really like that
little
video.
Cards, but I prefer the video. It's easier to follow a video than pictures. You can get these little cards that have directions on them. You guys see that? These are cute. And then I actually have the directions printed on my business card.
Where do you get that? Is that something that's in the business supplies?
Business supplies, yeah.
And it has the directions on the back, or can you custom order those on the business supply to have your name on them?
No, you can't custom order them. They leave a blank spot in the back where you could put a sticker or a business card. And then the directions are also in the catalog. So, I mean, there's a lot of places, but the videos I think are easier to follow. Okay, we talked about that. So in our app, we have this new follow-up system. You guys might have seen it. If you have customers ordering from your website already, it'll pop up a reminder that it's time for you to follow up with them about a week after they order. And then you can click on that notification and you can like add notes. You can reschedule it to remind you that you want to follow up with them in 2 weeks about a nail bar or whatever. You can change the date and stuff. And then you can even like write a pre-written message and it'll send it to the customer like through that app. It's cool.
I had no idea.
I haven't honestly played around with it as much as I should have, but I need to because follow-up is a hard thing to keep track of without it. All right, the new Color Street customer emails are a great reason to reach out and follow up with people. A really easy thing to do is just say, hey, Color Street started sending out these great emails. I'm just curious if you're getting those. I want to make sure I have your email address correct. It's just a great touch point with people. And it
So
can be
does Color Street actually send those to people, or
yes.
if they've ordered through us, then Color Street automatically starts sending those emails to people?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, okay.
If they've ever ordered through your website, they have to put their email in and they're going to get the email from Color Street. They can opt out. They can click unsubscribe, but they're going to get it unless they unsubscribe. And I love this idea. I hadn't thought of this. What a great opportunity to confirm that they're in your VIP group. It just gives you that other touch point with them. Oh, this shows the virtual office search function that I was talking about. So you go into the customer order section and you change this drop down. You change it from order number to item code. And then you type in the item code for the shade that you're searching for. And then it'll pull up anyone who's ordered that item code. You could do it with the new spring shades. Like, I know you guys don't have a ton of old customers to search for, but think about in the fall, when the fall catalog rolls around, you can search whatever our new shades are that look kind of similar to an old shade. Search the old shade and be like, I wanted to make sure you saw this new fun fall shade that looks like you would love it. Okay, so what you should do for follow-up. You want some follow-up categories, and we're going to talk more about the categories of people that you should be following up with. And then you want to develop a system. So whatever works for you. Some people are more digital, some are more paper. You can use your calendar, to-do lists, stickies, whatever works for you to make sure you're writing down dates of when you want to follow up with people, scheduling time in your business to do the follow-up. You might have heard this phrase, the fortunes in the follow-up, but it really is like you really will get a lot of sales, nail bars, and questions about the business opportunity during these follow-up conversations. And establishing when is just prioritizing that in your day. A lot of people do what's called a power hour. Have you guys heard of that? I can show you some of the power hour literature that's out there. It's basically
my husband
like
said he's heard of it, and it involves beer.
Fear?
Beer. It involves drinking beer. That's the power hour.
Yep, beer power hour. We're gonna add beer to our Color Street power hour. It's where you like set a timer for yourself, even get an annoying like ticky-tacky egg timer because it helps you remember you're on the clock and you better keep your butt focused on your follow-up. Don't be going down the Facebook rabbit hole or like shopping on Target website. Totally guilty. But the goal is to like get through as many follow-ups as you can and just reach out to as many people as you can in 1 hour. So it's kind of like a race with yourself and it makes you super productive. It's fun to do with a friend. You can like do a co-power hour and like see how many follow-ups you can get through. But I'll send you some of the power hour worksheets. They're really good. Okay, so here's who you want to follow up with. Your color 10 people. So those are the people that you're sharing new samples with, whether that's through a party, which is the most efficient, effective use of your time to be sharing samples through nail bars, or if you're just sharing them individually with friends or neighbors. You want to make sure you're following up on those. If you're just giving out twosies to people and not following up, you're just throwing your twosie down. You're throwing that money away. So make sure you're doing a follow up. Make sure you always get contact info for people. If you're ever giving them out in public, don't expect that anyone's going to call you if you give them their number. You got to follow up with them. Nail bar follow up. This is like post nail bar, maybe 2 weeks out or whenever you find that works for you. Hey, how do you like those nails that you ordered from me? Which colors have you tried? Ask a lot of questions. It really engages people. Did you have any problems with the application? Can I help you troubleshoot anything? Hey, are you in my VIP group? Do you know about my nail fee contest that I do or whatever? Have you thought more about hosting a nail bar? You know, sometimes people aren't willing to commit at that moment during a nail bar because they're stressed at work or they're not sure if they're gonna like the nails. But after they've worn a set or two, they're like, these things are freaking awesome. So that is a good time to follow up about a nail bar or even joining several weeks after a party. And then opportunity events. If you guys invite people to this next regional call and we chat with them about the business, or to Mary's bingo night, or to any other of the opportunity calls that we offer, you want to make sure you follow up with them really quick and say, what did you think? What questions did you have? Could you see yourself doing this? What barriers are you feeling? Whatever. And then anyone who's placed an order, you know, how are you liking your nails? Blah, blah, blah. Questions, thoughts? I'm throwing a lot of info at you.
No, this is all really helpful. I think, you know, listening to a lot of other stuff too, it like kind of flows right into what you're talking about. And I've had to go outside my comfort zone a few times and reach out and ask people, and it worked out usually for the best.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, you're always going to get those one-offs, people who are rude or just totally uninterested, which is fine. Like, Color Street's not for everyone. It's for most people, but there's some people who just aren't going to have it. So don't let the one-offs bring you down from the 90% of people who love you and your product.
I had a lady that I went to high school with, and she lives on a farm, and she's like, I don't put nail coverings or anything on my nails. And I'm like, well, if you don't want to, then just join my group and invite your friends.
Yeah. You know what I love to say to people who have that, like, oh, I work on a farm, or I work in manufacturing, or I work in a place where I'm so hard on my nails, I can't do anything on my nails. And I'm like, well, would you be willing to be like a product tester for me? Because I'm just actually curious how Color Street holds up on a farm. I've never had anyone that works on a farm before. Would you just like test it out and wear this twosie for me for a week and like let me know? And then I bet you they'll be like, what the heck? This is lasting so good. I've seen, we have like the stylist nail fee group, and you'll see really cool nail fees in there of people who are like, I'm a horse rancher, and they sell Color Street, and they're like, I love this product because I can do all my farming with these on. It's just cool. Here are some good suggestions on time frames of when to follow up with people. So this is somebody that is like a potential new customer that hasn't necessarily purchased from you yet, but you've just shared like a twosie. 2 days. So like, make sure, did you get your twosie in the mail from me? Oh, awesome. When do you think you'll be able to try that? Or, oh, your mail hasn't come yet. Oh no, let me know if it comes tomorrow. Like, just engage them in that conversation, in that relationship about 2 days in, or that's when you send the video. Hey, your twosie should be there any day. I wanted to share this video. Watch this. Do you have any questions about what you saw? Do you think you'll be able to manage putting it on? Stuff like that. 1 week, 2 weeks, and then every 3 months. This is the part where you're like, oh, I'm going to sound annoying if I follow up every 3 months, but you're not. because at each of those 3 months, you're going to catch them in a different state of mind, a different time frame, and you can offer different questions or information each time. Like you can invite them to your VIP group. You can share a new shade collection with them. You can see if they're looking for any product for a new special occasion coming up or a gift. Like there's different reasons to connect with people. And
That
honestly,
lady,
oh, go ahead.
she gave me her address and I'm gonna send her a sample.
Perfect. Make yourself a note in a couple days to follow up. The other thing I will say is that it doesn't always have to be specific to Color Street that you're following up with people. Like I make it a point to connect with 10 people a day through social that I'm not saying or doing anything to do with Color Street, but I just want to genuinely build relationships with people. And so even if it's a friend from high school who posted a cute picture, I'll send her a personal message and be like, oh my God, I loved that picture that you posted of your kids. Like, how old are they? They're so similar in ages to my kids. Like, how's your life been? Or honestly, COVID has given really good reasons to have conversations with people. Just like, hey, mama, are you hanging in there? Like, how are you doing? How are your kids back in school yet? Like, did you get your vaccination yet? There's just so many reasons to connect with people. It's great practice for your business skills, and it may potentially lead to a conversation about Color Street. You never know. Here are some scripts. I'm not going to read them all to you, but I will share this with you guys. I would say don't use it word for word because the scripts never sound like your personality, but it gives you the basic content and then you can shift the language to make it sound like it's genuinely you, okay? So I will share those. After a nail bar, here are the suggested times for follow-up: 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, and every 3 months. So pretty similar. But you can imagine what you might say at each of those. Thanks so much for coming to the nail bar. I'm doing the raffle tomorrow. Please hop on. I would love you to watch if you're the winner, etc., etc. Oh, there's some scripts for you. They make it really easy for you if you don't know if you're not confident in what you're saying in the beginning. Just use what's out there till you get more confident. And then an opportunity event. There's some scripts. I'll share them with you. And someone who's placed an order. The probability of selling to an existing customer is 60 to 70%, while the probability of selling to a new prospect is only 5 to 20%. Isn't that crazy? So you want to invest more of your time in your existing customers and build up relationships with them rather than being out there trying to like scrounge up new people all the time, okay? It's like put your energy where it's going to be most fruitful. Honestly, same thing with nail bars. It is so much easier to get a nail bar booking from an existing nail bar than it is to like cold call a customer or a friend that's never been to a nail bar or hasn't been to one in 6 months and try to get her to do a nail bar. There's just something about the synergy of being in a nail bar. It's fun. They're participating, like just book them during that party for the next party, and then you'll never run out of party bookings. You'll just always snowball. There's some scripts. Okay, how do you keep track of all of this? You can use that Color Street app with the calendar reminders, paper calendar. Some people will use a spreadsheet just like of customer names and different times that you want to follow up and notes of what you talked about. Some people use hard paper files like a sheet per customer. So it might take you a minute to just experiment with different ways and find what works for you. But any way that you want to keep track of this, there's no wrong way, as long as you're following up. When to follow up? Follow up Friday, that's a great time to do it because you'll remember every Friday, oh, it's follow up Friday. I got to do my follow-ups today. Or those power hours that I will share with you. These are some resources where you can learn more about follow-up, dig in a little bit more. When we do these regional trainings, it's kind of just like brushing the surface. There's obviously a lot more to learn about. but you can go into the app, into the resources, and there's some video cast section. The Tuesday trainings have several different follow-up trainings that we've done over the months that you can find and connect the dots. When you go into either of those Tuesday trainings or connect the dots, it'll list all the topics that we've ever done recorded, and you can like search to find specifically what you want to learn more about. Diligent follow-up and follow-through will set you apart from the crowd and will communicate excellence. I had one of my customers, she's a newer customer. She ordered online through the wrong stylist on accident. Like this was a month ago. And so, you know, she said she placed this big order. I never found it. Turns out the website connected her to like her local stylist instead of to me. So we had to get it fixed. But the point is, I said to her, hey, I'm curious, did that other stylist ever reach out to you and like, thank you for your order? And she's like, no, I never heard from that stylist. And I just thought, how sad that, let's say that customer had really been a new customer without a stylist, looking for a stylist, and she placed a 12-strip order, and to not even hear from that stylist, why would my customer ever want to order from her again? It was just interesting to me. Okay, so action steps for you guys after today, or even do it today while it's fresh on your mind. Create a system of how you are going to do follow-up in your business. Plan and block some times for yourself to work on this. Start doing that consistently and stay connected with people. Questions, thoughts, ideas? What are you guys gonna do?
I have a question. I've seen you post about how you go to like events where you can set up like your own little station and stuff. How do we know when those kinds of things are happening, or like how do you?
Question. So in my area, there are a lot of Facebook groups where they post vendor opportunities for people to sign up. So what I would do as a first step, Mindy, is go to Facebook in the groups and search like, what's the name of your town? Or like your region, I don't know, wherever you live.
Yeah, like Middlesex County kind of area.
Search Middlesex County vendor, Middlesex vendor, Middlesex boutique, and you might find groups where it's like vendor opportunities for people. All right. That's kind of the first step. And I'll be curious when you get in those groups, what you find with Color Street. Like around here, the Color Street spots and events go really quick. So you may find that you're seeing opportunities, but other like, okay. I guess there was a problem. I didn't know there was a problem. My husband let me know the problem's fine. So Color Street has a rule that you can only have one Color Street stylist per event. So make sure that you're checking with event organizers. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's because you don't want to steal others' businesses. And honestly, you don't want to share your business at an event either. So most events have that rule as well. Most event organizers will say, oh, I already have a Color Street person, sorry. But there are some event organizers who don't care. And honestly, I think that's bad event organizing because it's like, they just want vendors' money. They just want a vendor's fee. They don't care that you're not going to have a good experience as a vendor. So just be aware that you should ask for your own, not wasting your own time, and because it's a Color Street rule, make sure there's no other Color Street stylist. Is it usually pretty costly to like get a space to? It really depends what event you're doing. And it's really hard for me to say there's a certain price point that I would be willing to do them at or not. I have found over the years that I hate doing really large events. Like you would think that doing large events are more profitable, but I find that you generally have to have other stylists there with you to manage large crowds, to split large vendor fees, and then you have to figure out how to like manage inventory with multiple stylists and manage the income. I prefer to do events by myself and smaller events. So I don't generally like to pay more than 50, 75 bucks for an event, but it just depends. Like there's some events that are 2 or 3 days long, or they're like 12 hours. And so they may be worth paying more for. And sometimes you'll go do an event and it'll just be crap. And you're like, that was totally a waste of my money. It was run bad. But you want to ask, like, how are you advertising this event? Have you done this event before? Like, how many people did you have here last time? I like to ask other vendors at other vendor events what events they like doing. The vendors will tell you where the good events are. And then just start keeping your ears open, like what's going on in your town in terms of festivals or summer fairs or markets or whatever. Sometimes you don't find them in Facebook groups. You have to like go pound the pavement and search for a website and like just think outside the box about where you could be. But I will also say that vendor events don't always result, they don't even often result in like long-term customer relationships. If I do an event, I'll say maybe I get 1 or 2 like ongoing customers, but it's usually people who are just buying a product and it's really hard to stay connected with them because you're not building a meaningful relationship with them. I get much better longer term success from customers that I meet through nail bars than from events. Events are good if you're just like out of leads, but you might just have a better use of your time and energy with leads that you have from other resources. It's just my opinion. But it is event season, so start looking. A couple news and updates. This is the Circle of Excellence promo that I mentioned earlier. This goes at least through July. They may extend it. They have extended it before, but you need to sell $1,000 and enroll 2 stylists in a calendar month, and then you will get a cash bonus depending on what your rank is. Okay. So even being brand new, you would get a $75 cash incentive just for doing that. And then when those new stylists BQ, you get an additional $50 per. So let's say you enrolled 4 people this month, you would get the $75, and then if they all BQ, another $200. So it can really add up. This is the Ready to Rank promotion that I mentioned. Once you hit the rank of team leader and maintain it for a second month in a row, you get $200 and your enroller gets $100 for supporting you. So this is a cash bonuses for you guys to earn as you rank up, but also those who you begin enrolling, support them in ranking up and get more bonuses. This is the app. Just a reminder, if you guys aren't set up for the text reminders, they're really helpful. Just text Color Street to 33233 and you will get reminders of Tuesday trainings, stock alerts, new launch alerts. We always have a tech tip. So the tech tip for this month is, it's the searching that I mentioned. Want to help optimize sales during restocks? Go to the message center under orders and search for the item that will be restocked. And then you'll have a list of customers who have bought that nail set in the past and you can alert them of the restock. This is in a different place than I was showing you before. Where I was showing you before is in the order history. This is in the message center. I didn't actually know you could do this. This is cool. Here's some swag store items. Make sure you check out the swag store, swag.colorstreet.com. Note that none of that counts for personal volume. It's just fun little things to support your business or gifts for people or whatever. These are some of the business tools you can buy in the VO. These are those nail cards that I showed you. You can actually get like different invites and really cute graphics, stuff that you can like get printed through Vistaprint and have hard copies of it. Couple notes from customer service. Make sure that all your orders are linked to a nail bar. Now, Color Street says they don't recommend using a third-party redirect link. Sorry, but I do recommend that. It's been such a lifesaver for me. So I have a Google domain. It's you can just buy them for like 20 or 25 bucks a year and buy like a customized website link. So mine is trishareynolds.com. So easy to remember. And then that's my website that people shop through. And I forward that to always forward to my current party link. So that way no one ever misses my party because it's always linked directly through mytrishareynolds.com. That's what's printed on my business cards. That's what's on my email signature. So I never have to worry about changing my shopping link over and over and over. I don't know why they don't recommend it. I do. They're just bringing this up because once you have a customer who orders, if they don't link it to a party, there's not a way to fix it after. You're just SOL on the party link. So make sure that you're using those shopping links, that you're teaching and training your customers. Always use your shopping link, or how to link it to a party once they're on your website. Just go walk through it yourself a couple times as a pretend you're a customer, so you know how your shopping website looks linking parties, so you can walk people through it. And just a couple notes, if you use the back button or the feed refresh, double check that it stayed linked to the party. Sometimes if the page times out, it might unlink it from the party. And kind of the same thing with the BOGO, just really important to communicate to your customers to always add the free item to their cart. There's every now and then a customer will think that they just buy 3 and then the 4th one is like automatically added to their cart for them, but it's not. And then you just don't get your freebie. Like you can't fix it after the fact. So make sure they know that you add 4 to your cart and 1 should say 0. You should only have to tell customers that once, then they should be good. And then also on hostess orders, it's important to note that when you're placing a hostess credit order, it's a one and done order. It's not like she has ongoing product credit that she can use for a year. Once she places that order, she needs to use all the credit at once or she loses any remaining credit. And that's a real bummer if someone goes on there and orders a couple strips and then they lose their credit. So make sure that you know that when you're helping them. Okay, these are ways to stay connected with Color Street, training, news, all the social links. Make sure you're getting the Monday newsletter. Sometimes when you're new, it's not showing up. And so if that happens, we can troubleshoot and make sure you're getting it. That's where we get new product launches. Every information you need to get on Monday. Tuesday training happens every Tuesday, and you can find all the old ones archived and catch up if you want. There is a new stylist training call every Wednesday. It's something you'll just want to go to once, but try to catch one of those on the first Wednesday that you can. And text alerts. What you do today can improve all of your tomorrows. Okay. Questions? Overwhelmed? Probably a little overwhelmed. It's a lot of info. I might have lost you guys to Easter events, which is totally fine.
No, I was running inside to grab the cakes that I have to bring, and now I'm back. I said I was going to log off, but I just left it going, and I told Mike to tell me if there what I missed.